Alrighty, welcome back to the Contagious League, and really good comments from several of you about some suggestions for kind of improving our convoluted air conditioning system here. I think one thing I will go ahead and do before I forget is, and I want to stop for a minute and just kind of refresh my memory and get an overview on everything, but I know I don't want to forget this. I want to get an insulated liquid pipe here. I don't remember whether the comments suggested any particular material to use, so I'm just going to continue to use the this is a sedimentary, or I'm sorry, sandstone, right? Sandstone, yes, sandstone. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this stretch right here in sandstone as an insulated pipe. This way, as it's passing through this area, this is going to be, I presume, the hottest part of this entire area, so we don't want it to gather an excessive amount of heat right there. We can always, if we're starting to see real problems with it being overheated, or I should really say, not cooled off enough by the time it gets back and around and ready to drop back off here in our water reservoir, then we can always extend the piping through more of this area here. But that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. I'm not going to spend time doing it right away unless we have to. So another thing that I want to do is I want to start fixing the power situation. So what I was looking at is maybe we've got heat up here. We've got heat up here. I basically want to build the power plants in a location where the heat is already existent, so I don't really have to worry too much about overheating. So in other words, outside of our main base, where we have insulated tiles that are going to be that are going to protect our main base. That way we can get this power station right here out, and this one right here out of, well, actually this one's already outside our base. This one right here we can get out of our base. In fact, I need to refresh my memory here. I already have this side right here is already being powered from over here. People clarified for me the deal with the smart batteries. They have less bleed, but it's not that they have zero bleed. This is the best way to not have bleed, of course, is to not have your generator running all the time. However, this coal generator only produces... how much? How do I... if I hover over it, does it say? If I do this, does it... yeah, plus 600. Whereas this circuit... well, I can't see the current load. But anyway, there's going to be times where the circuit's running above 600. So I don't want to just rely on this. I probably could just build a second coal generator. I don't know. I'll think about it. But it's okay for now. I'll make it more efficient as we build our actual power plants. I think there's even there's a room for a power plant, right? Power plant, indeed. So a power control station and 12 to 96 tiles. The power control station, is that something that I can build already? Power control station. Power control station, indeed. Produces microchip to increase the power output of generators. Assigned duplicates must possess the tune-up trait. Tune-up is, I'm going to assume, is something that you get from... one of these, electrical engineering. Yep, right there. Generator tuning usage and microchip crafting. Okay, very good. So we do have somebody who could do that. I'm less concerned about getting the power plant. In fact, what exactly is the benefit of the power plant here? Power plant. Oh, it just enables power control station use. And the power control station... produces microchip to increase the power output of generators. Okay, all right, fair enough. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to worry about that more long-term. Short-term, I'll worry about that when I've got something like a natural gas generator or a hydrogen generator maybe. For right now, we're not producing enough hydrogen to be able to really run a hydrogen generator, so we're going to keep using coal generators, and so I'm not too concerned about the permanent structure of a power plant, but I do want to start to get the basics going. So I think what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves, you know, some room up here to build the power plant, or to what I'm calling the power plant. Keep in mind, not really the room power plant. I just mean a place for us to have our power set up. I want to have a little bit of a buffer between where the heat is mainly being generated in this area right here. So I'll figure out something to do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and have a bunch of storage bins here for now. In fact, if I'm going to do it like that, I can actually cancel this. I can actually I can do that. There we go. And then we're going to have a door right here. I don't know whether are the mechanized airlocks any better at keeping heat out than a regular door. That I don't know, but we're not going to be producing so much heat in the short term that I really need to worry about it. So then here we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a coal generator for now. We're going to leave ourselves a little bit of room for a different type of generator down the road. And then we want to have ourselves a smart battery. Let's go ahead and put that here. No, let's put it right next to it. That way we can get a shorter automated wire. We'll make the smart battery right adjacent to it. We'll go ahead and connect them with automation wire. Do I have enough gold right now to do it? I do. Plenty, in fact. Okay. And then I think, based on... We'll see how it goes with just that one smart battery for now. We got plenty of room to build out more. Now, the obvious thing that you're saying to yourself, Michael, you idiot, there's slime all over the place here. Yes, there is. So we're going to do it slowly. We're actually going to go ahead and open this permanently for now. We're going to go ahead and build up our fire pole right here. And we're going to make it so that they can as they clear out the slime here, they can quickly run it down and drop it off. Where are we dropping off our slime? Down here. So they can get there not super quickly. They have to come down this way. I'm going to keep an eye on it until it's cleared out. We're only clearing a few tiles of slime, so it's not that big of a deal. I do actually, before I build this, cancel this for now. I want to get a ladder here to allow them to be able to dig up and then build the ceiling there. So we'll do that for now. Then we'll tear out the ladders and we'll put in the coal generator. I think that's good for now. Meanwhile, over here we are less than one cycle away from this erupting. We also, well, I think that's enough to tackle for now until we see how much progress we can make on that stuff. I do want to figure out a way to make use of this nature preserve, which means basically putting a door over here and making there something worth doing over here. Maybe showers? Actually, I think somebody mentioned that you can actually put showers in a nature preserve, that it doesn't block the nature preserve room from getting, from being qualified. However, having said that, starvation, what's going on? You're just using the laboratory, that's fine. Having said that, I'm not sure I like the aesthetics of putting showers in a nature preserve. So I might put them on the other side of the nature preserve. I don't know. I'll think about that. As long as we're keeping our morale... Jose, the cosmonaut, under skill point. Let me just take a look at this real quick. You need suit sustainability training, obviously. Which we got you for. We now, at this point, have at least one of everything here in the second tier, and we have one of everything in the third tier, except for exosuit training, which you will get next. You're green in the face. I'm going to assume that means that you have slime lung. Same with Joshua. Do I only have those two with slime lung? No, I have 3 with slime lung. Oh well. Such is life. Okay, and then, what else? I could start at some point here. We're increasing our... Okay, now we got a fourth one with slime lung. Why not? Join the party. Oh, I meant to watch all this. I need to make sure that we're on top of the slime lung here. Don't... Okay, you've run down there. That's good. You guys are dropping off. What are you... What... Okay, you're washing your hands. That's fine. Okay, you're washing your hands. That's fine. You are washing your hands. That's fine. Okay, very good. Alright, and that down here, this is all fine because we got the chlorine gas. What are you doing? Are you carrying in slime? What are you doing? You are storing materials. What materials are you storing? Clay. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I think we got the slime cleared out here just in the nick of time. I'm continuing to be very cautious about the slime lung. Okay, no, we do have some... We've got some slime here, people. Here, let's go ahead and get this door open for now. We got some slime here. I'm going to micromanage until that slime is gone and stored in the proper place. Very obsessive about my slime. I'm not doing a great job, obviously, of saving my dupes from getting slime lung, but it could be much, much worse. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I guess it's alright. Yeah, if you're just going to be storing clay, that's fine. I don't want them having slime lung, picking up ingredients, and then carrying those ingredients and running out here into the main base to do stuff with it. But I think we're okay here. Wait a minute, what's this? We got polluted water with slime lung. It is decreasing, but I'm not positive how that happened. Is it just because the wash basin, the water in the wash basin accumulates slime lung? That would seem to make the most sense, I suppose. We got way too much polluted oxygen down here. The slime lung in here is not... It's not going to be going away. Well, polluted water... Oh, that's right. That polluted water is not a big deal because it's not contaminated. It's the slime that's going into here that I'm worried about, and they actually look like they're doing okay. Even though this room is filled with polluted oxygen. It's filled with polluted oxygen because of the slime, but the slime itself appears to be clear of slime lung. So that's good. We'll take that. And this one as well is going to start producing more polluted oxygen, but for now, it still has the chlorine gas in it, so I think we're okay. Just want to glance one time, make sure my dupes running around through the base are none of them are badly contaminated. It looks to me like they're fine. Our stress situation is under control. Food is decayed, but our food is fine. Our temperature... Okay, I need, at this point now, to focus on this up here. Okay, we've built all that. We do need more ladder here, Michael. Let's go ahead and... I think if we do that one ladder there, they can get all 5 of those spots. Let's go ahead and deconstruct that ladder and that ladder. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and build our coal generator right here. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this right here. This is coal. Copy settings. I'm going to go ahead and put it here on these guys for now. Obviously, we don't need 5 storage bins all for coal, but I'll figure out another use for those as well. Right now, this is still running, but as soon as this gets built, I'm actually going to Here, I'm going to go ahead and disable it for now. Let's hurry up and get this built here, guys. I got to figure out what to do in this little area as well. We'll figure something out. In fact, you know what? If I run into here, this whole room counts as storage. I'm sorry, as nature reserve. So I could actually build a little ladder here. That's not going to ruin the nature preserve status of this area. We'll build a door right there, and then this can be a passageway right here. Meaning I can cancel that. And, yeah, we'll probably end up putting a door here. Let's go ahead and make it like so. We'll dig all this out. I'll worry about exactly what I'm going to put in there later, but just to remind myself for now. New printables are available. Okay, we got a blueprint. We got a snazzy suit. I don't need any more dupes, so we're definitely going to take the snazzy suit. And the snazzy suit, we are going to give it to... How about Lindsay the artist? She's an appreciator of beauty. Okay, we're out of power. Why are we out of power here? Is it because... Okay, it's because all that's drained. That's still not built yet. Alright, enable. Hurry up and build this, guys. Come on. And hurry up and turn that back on now. I was a little bit too optimistic in terms of how long it was going to take them to get this done, obviously. I think that since there's nothing here, there's no piping or wires running there, really quickly we can deconstruct that. And we want to do... I'm going to pause for a second here because I'm going to go ahead and build my wiring up here. It's going to run all the way to here. And then we can get rid of the wiring here. We can X all of those wires. Okay, now that I've committed to doing all that, this has to be built ASAP. As do all of these wires. Okay, the storage bins don't need to be priority 9. In fact, they shouldn't be. But everything else, you can be a 6 as our power plant. Everything else is a 9. Okay. I'm sure any second now I'm going to see the out of power. But I think once we put our collective dupe heads to it, we can build this very quickly. Hopefully. This can be open. There's no reason... Oh, no, it can't. Cancel that. Lay that order. Gotta keep the pip in there. Come on, guys, build it. Well, I'm getting lucky. We haven't run out of power yet. I'm afraid to look, though. If I pan down and look, I'm going to see how close to running out of power we are. Okay, meanwhile, I can go ahead and build the door right there. Unrefrigerated food, yeah. Okay, now we're out of power. Okay, guys, this is a 9. Where's our gold stored? There we go. It's being built. It's being... Calm down, Michael. Calm down. I'm gonna slow it down to normal here for a second. I'm gonna move this to 90. Okay, you need coal. Let's deliver some coal here, folks. The slime lung, I'm sure, is not helping. Everybody's pausing every couple of minutes for their slime lung to run through their system. Okay, here comes the coal. Wait a minute, you're delivering it. That's... Nope. That's my bad. I don't want the delivery there to be more important than the delivery there. There we go. Now we're talking. And now we've got the left half of our base running... wait a minute. Yeah, no, okay, we're fine. We got the dividing line is right here. So everything over here is running on this power system down here. And up here, everything is running on this power system right here. This power plant, or this battery, I'm going to watch it for a second. It is losing power. So this is the issue. It's going to run out of power here, and everything's going to have to stop and wait for power available. So, okay, let me take a look at this. We've got... Wait, whoa. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. There we go, okay. We're running... The current load is 670. It's only producing 600. Can this be solved as easily as temporarily adding another coal plant right here? Well, you know what? We're going to find out. I could think through it logically, or I could just watch it in action. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and unpause. We're at 11 dupes. For some reason, I was thinking I had 10. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead now and get our second coal generator up here. And we're going to do the same thing with the automation. We're both going to have the same exact automation here. We can just leave this request threshold at 50%, I think. Should be fine. I guess I could probably expedite this a little bit. Starvation. Don't think it's a problem. As long as they're within the base, I know they're only starving because they're temporarily distracted by something else, not because I've accidentally trapped them outside the base. I'm going to click here on this. I'm going to turn off watching the meteor showers. Okay, what's going on? Okay, that's gonna happen. I understand. I would have liked for that to have gotten done a little bit sooner, but it is what it is. How long does that scalding last? Oh, it doesn't. The scalding itself doesn't last any particular time, it's just that it does damage. Okay, that reminds me then we got to pay attention here to the water. The water's 50. Down here it's down to 31. By the time it gets to here it's at 29. Okay, we're actually going to turn this off for the moment. Disable the building. And here, I'm going to X this for now. Yeah, because we don't... Oh, and that reminds me, yes. So... thank you to those of you who explained. There's really nothing to experiment with in terms of the... where's it? Refinement, I think? No? Is it... I don't remember now where it was. Utilities? There it is. Temp shift plate. Okay. I can just build the temp shift plate out of ice. Let's build a couple of them here out of ice. Build 5 of them. That is 4 tons worth, right? We've got 20 tons worth of ice in there right now. We'll build 4 tons worth of temp shift plates. Let's see what that does to our water level and to our water temperature. We want our water to be nice and cold for the convoluted air conditioning system to work. Okay, what are you guys doing here? You're grabbing clay, it looks like. So this is really the issue with all these deodorizers is they require constant maintaining in terms of running sand and clay back and forth. But it's fine. The way I see it, I mean, it's horribly inefficient, but you know, at least the guys are getting their exercise. They will slowly improve their athletic skill by doing all the running around. I do think we maybe want to prioritize building these things. And up here, we're just about built up there. Insufficient resources. We're going to go ahead and make you a priority 6 as well. Both of you are. Okay, very good. You can now be open permanently. No, you can't, because we don't want the pip to leave. Gots to remember that, Michael. Okay. Now, this has been deactivated. The water here, 31 degrees. It's a little bit warmer than we want it, so I'm glad we deactivated it. But the ice... Okay, this looks like it's quite a long time to build these, but it's okay. I'm just very curious to see how long then before they melt. One would think not too long, not in water that is considerably above 0. And considering they are temp shift plates, so they should be converting their own temperature over to the ambient temperature very quickly, and vice versa. That's how I interpret that. So it's going to warm up rapidly, and the water's going to cool down rapidly. But let's see if that is in fact how it happens here. Okay, it's built. And it's already melted. Okay, that did not take very long at all. And the water did drop fairly considerably. We're down to 22 degrees right here. If we do that 4 more times, I think that'll be just fine. Now, one reason why I'm reluctant to build showers right now is because of our water level. We need to be, till we get this much more efficient in terms of replenishing our water supply, then I don't really want to keep wasting water. Not that showers are necessarily a waste, but and I know people have said, just build a closed loop system for your toilets, and who knows, maybe I will in time, but it's not a priority of mine. This is not a maximize efficiency build. This is a kind of a fifth slime lung. Well, almost half of our guys now have slime lungs, so that's a concern. Let me find the right button to click there, Michael. Okay, it's still outside our base, so it's just this down here that's doing it to us. So that is incentive now to go ahead and fix all of this. So, how exactly do we fix all this? Well, we were looking for something to do here to get people to run through our nature. You know what I could do is I could build a temporary floor right here. It's not beautiful, but it's fine. That way they can run across here without coming up that way. And it's ugly, but it'll do for a temporary basis. Then we can have this right here be the new location for... In fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to build the back of the power plant here for now. We're going to open this up. I'm going to dig up all this. We're going to make this the other way to get out there and start digging up slime, because there's plenty of slime to dig up here, and as far as I'm concerned, it's getting to be more of a priority because we need the space. We do have some space down here. I need to maybe start thinking about that as well. But this space down here is colder, so I don't want to use this for power generation. or for animal farms, animal ranches. In fact, this down here might be a good place to do... Okay, here's a question. Does the water sieve generate heat? If I look at properties here... No, that's its current properties. Starvation. Let me just double check. You're okay. You're just suffering from slime lung. Okay, so if I run stuff through you, are you going to generate heat? I'm not exactly sure how to tell that. Maybe I can tell by clicking on or hovering over it from here. Where's it? Water sieve. Produces clean water from polluted water using sand. Requirements affect... Yes, it does produce heat. Okay. So we want... Well, I guess it is outside the base right there. So look at how quickly these are all melting. Our water temperature... Pretty solid right now. We're pretty safe. That is a good effective use for ice, obviously. It seems to me a little bit hokey to move ice here and then build temp shift plates, but I don't know. Maybe that's exactly the way they're intended to be used. Not that it would be an exploit, but it just kind of feels like that's not really the way the game was designed for temp shift plates to be used. But it's fine. It's certainly solving our issues right now. Okay, so I'm going to pause again for a second because I need to think. I still want to get the oil refinery and the polymer press somewhere. And we want to get the water sieve functioning. So if we have a place for polluted water... Okay, so here's what we need. What we need... I'm going to draw it over here where there's no base. I'm going to draw it in my mind looking at this black space. So what we need is a chlorine room on one side where the polluted water will get pumped into. Then we'll have an automation set up so that when it detects no germs in the water, it will pass the water through the pipes into the middle area, which is going to be the water sieve. Then the water sieve will pass the clean water, which is germ-free and regular water at this point. Can just pipe it. I don't need a third room. It can just pipe it directly into our reservoir. So reverse engineering that, going backwards from that, we've already got this pipe right here that's dripping down into our tank. We could put a... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another... What am I looking for here? A liquid vent. I'm going to put a liquid vent here. I'm going to put a liquid pipe here. Okay. So this water sieve, this is... The white is the input. Let me get back to this. The white is the input. The green is the output. So we need the polluted water to come in from this direction. And then it'll come out from here. All we got to do is run the plumbing. We do the... No, I think it's fine. I don't think we need to worry too much about the temperature of it. We'll make sure that the main water here stays cool enough to be able to take some slightly warmer water in. So that means if we do this, it's a little bit convoluted, but you know, hey, we're good at that. And so that handles the output part. So that means we need to have a convenient place for on this side somewhere, a convenient place for polluted water to be coming in from. Now, this is polluted water, but it needs to go through the decontamination. I think maybe this area right here could be a good place for decontamination. Do I have any chlorine gas being stored right now? How on earth did it get all of those into it? It's fine. It's fine. What we will do, we will set up a... Do I need any of this right now? I need none of this. None of you are needed. All of you can be expunged from the record. We're going to get rid of you because you're kind of in the way. We're going to go ahead and put an oxygen diffuser here to replace the one we are getting rid of right there. Let's go ahead and do this. We can go ahead and delete all this for now. Wait a minute. I do need to make sure that the wires, these wires, don't go away. How exactly did I do this deconstruct? Okay, good. So that wire's going to stay there. It's just these wires that are going to disappear. That's fine. Okay, so now we're going to need a door right here. We're going to dig that tile out. And we're going to put our floor here. Like so. I don't need this. I'm not going to delete that ladder just yet because I want him to be able to get down here to delete these first. Deconstruct, I should be saying. Okay, so... And then we'll build our way out here. This is going to be our chlorine station. Which means this door right here actually cannot be a regular door. Now that I've built it, I'm going to have to immediately deconstruct it. And that right there, we cannot have that deodorizer there. How are we doing here on gases? We don't need a deodorizer there right now anyway, so that's good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do... Uh-oh. What happened? Why is our power... Oh, I did deconstruct the wire. That's my bad. Let's prioritize that. In fact, let's do it like that. Do that ASAP. Okay, better. Okay, so this then is going to be a mechanized airlock right here. And we're going to have a little bit of space here. 4 tiles should be enough, and then we're going to do another. So this is going to be an airlock. This is going to be chlorine over here. And what we're going to do, we're going to turn this into a the starting point of a gas filtration system. I should say a gas network. We're going to end up having, I'm envisioning gas piping running around more parts of the base, maybe even flowing in a, we'll call it a clockwise way around the base. We still haven't built any of that stuff up there. Okay, we're not going real fast. Of course, part of this is because I've slowed down the speed. Let's speed it back up again, Michael. Okay, guys, I do want you to get these down here. Not sure why nobody's deconstructing. Usually they love deconstructing. Our water looking really good. We're sub 20 degrees in some places. Our water level is high enough. And the water that is flowing back in is only from our convoluted air conditioning system. Let's just make sure our convoluted air conditioning system is very nicely cooling off our base. I think we're in great shape in terms of our temperature there. We do need to relocate the kitchen as well. Maybe the computers, but lower priority because they're not often in use right now. But the kitchen definitely is going to have to get reworked. Okay, man, these guys are... I think maybe it's because everybody's got slime lung, but they're awfully slow. And they're constantly... Big part of it is they're constantly doing supplying errands because they're running and dropping off clay constantly. So that's something that we're going to want to clean up moving forward. But it's fine for now. Meanwhile, I'm going to sneeze, I think. Excuse me. Alright, so you... 55 cycles until you're dormant again. Well, at least we know we're going to be accumulating a fair amount of water here. It's actually... That water is already spilling over. This is a concern. We desperately need to block this off right here. We don't want hot water spilling down here and melting this polluted ice. The polluted ice is minus 30 right now, so I think it's okay. I think what's happening is we keep storing polluted ice down here and then it keeps melting, and that's what's raising the water level there. We're falling behind on our cooking. We got all these bristleberries, but we got plenty of food right now. Nothing to be concerned about. I've already turned off the meal wood. The problem is we're still cooking it. I'm gonna actually stop cooking lice loaves. Oops, 0 please, there we go. Stop cooking lice loaves. We're just gonna let the meal wood spoil at this point. Don't need it. And that'll save time for our cook. Okay, meanwhile, how are we doing up here? This is running just fine. We're accumulating power in our battery. That's good. Yeah. That one battery's powering both of them. Then we have... what else was I going to look at here? Oh, yeah, this. Okay, so this is all built out. Okay, so I'm going to slow it down again for a minute because I'm back into build mode here. We definitely need this wire to run to there. And we're going to need... I think what I'm going to do is... this. Because just kind of a different kind of a layout here. Just to kind of make part of the base look a little bit different, because aesthetically I worry about it starting to look too squarish, too functional. I'm not Howard Rourke. This is not the Fountainhead. This is oxygen not included, and we care about things like aesthetics here. Oh yeah, anyway, I also need to get this all figured out. We're not going to build those pipes just yet, obviously, because I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the gases in here. But we got chlorine gas, and we happen to need chlorine gas over here. So here's the first thing we're going to do. Well, no, not the first thing. We're going to pump out all of the existing gas out of here. And then we're going to make it... In fact, we can go ahead and do this now. We can leave these open for now. I don't need to protect any of the gases in here. And We're going to pump out the gases and pump in the chlorine. Chlorine sinks down lower. So I need to think for a second how to effectively do this. I don't think we have enough chlorine to fill up this entire room. And we don't have... Do we have a... Yes, you actually are filled with chlorine. Okay. All right. That right there, it's dormant. Okay. I'm going to pause for a second. This would be a good time for us to do our analysis of this chlorine gas vent, and not just the analysis, but set up some piping to get our chlorine gas from here over to here. We don't know how many cycles we have before this will start erupting again, but we want to be set up over here to be able to receive the chlorine gas whenever it does. So, okay, here's how we're going to do it. We built this way over here, built this up here to be... To give us a reason to run through the... I'll switch that over later. A reason to run through the nature preserve. We're going to come over to here. Oh, no, I remember now what I was going to do here. We're going to dig this up. I'm sorry, we're going to deconstruct all that. We are going to build ourselves a station. We're getting closer and closer to the area where I've only done this stuff like once in my life, and it was years and years ago, so bear with me for a minute, but we're going to do an Atmos suit checkpoint. Marks a threshold where duplicants must change into or out of Atmos suits. Must be built next to an Atmos suit dock. So we're going to put the dock here. Do I need one dock per suit? Let's build 2 docks. Let's build a checkpoint. Okay, how does this work? They come in... Okay, so I gotta flip it around. They come in from the right. They change into the Atmos suit there. So they're gonna have... There's gonna be 2 dupes at a time that can put on Atmos suits. And then come out this way wearing their Atmos suit. We can build our ceiling then right here. Like so. And, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make this a fancy Atmos suit station. Go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to, when I say fancy, I mean fancy. I mean, we're going to have corner trim up here. Must be built in the corner. Well, it will be a corner. It just isn't yet. Okay, let me do it here. Corner trim. Turn you around. You still can't build it there, okay? Ceiling trim. I can at least build the ceiling trim there. Okay. Ceiling trim we're going to have to... No, we can reach that ceiling trim from this floor down there, so that's fine. Okay. Now, having done that, since we have all this room here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to allow it to be much bigger. 1, 2... where was it? Stations. Each one of these takes what? Atmos suit dock. Each one takes 100 gold. We've got so much gold. It's fine. We're going to keep building them out. We'll have to deconstruct all that. Let's go ahead and unpause. We're going to deconstruct all that. We're going to build the station here at the end. Actually, I'm going to cancel this one right there. Slime lung, yay! Alright, I wouldn't know what to do if we didn't have at least 3 dupes with slime lung all the time. When I say fancy, I mean fancy. Okay, guys, speed up a little bit here. And yes, I know, by the way, print new printables available. Okay, choose blueprint here. Ooh, a Dreklet. Why not? I don't want any more dupes right now. Okay, so yes, I know I need... What do I need to actually build the suits? Is that a utility? Where do I build the suits? Is it a... By the way, the reason I'm putting Atmos suits there is for the running through the slime lung and the chlorine gas down here. But I guess maybe I could have just gotten away with oxygen masks. In fact, maybe I should do that as an interim here. Are oxygen masks good enough? Okay, so an Atmos suit protects us from gases and heat, probably. Whereas the oxygen mask is only going to protect from gases. That's kind of a guess, but that would make sense to me. So actually, maybe we don't need the Atmos suits yet. We just need the... oxygen masks. So this is going to be the same thing, right? Where, yep, exactly the same way. We're going to flip it around so that it's from right to left. Oxygen mask docks. So here, then, we're going to build our oxygen masks, which means these guys are going to need to have oxygen pumped into them. I think that's how it works. If memory serves, we need a gas pipe filling these guys with oxygen. And we can do that like... Where would be a good place? This right here could be a fine place, I think, to run our... to handle our oxygen. So... we want oxygen... not oxygen. We want ventilation here. We want a pipe. A gas pump. Let's put it, say, here. We want it to pump some gas to here. We want it to be a gas filter. Flip it around. Wow, we're coming up on an hour already. Okay, so we're going to obviously filter it to just be oxygen. So oxygen can go there. That oxygen is going to flow from here up into those oxygen mask stations. So, and we're going to build more. Actually, it looks like we can go ahead and build more because they're only too tall. So let's go ahead and do that. Oxygen mask dock right there. That then is going to give us 7. We have room for 7 of them here. Seems to me like that ought to be plenty. Not plumbing, Michael. Not plumbing. Ventilation. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have plenty of oxygen masks available. We're going to build the checkpoint right there. Our dupes can run through. In fact, maybe I can even build the checkpoint. That might only be too high as well. Oxygen mask checkpoint. If I flip it around, can I build it here? I can indeed. Okay, so they run through that checkpoint. They can't get through the door unless they've put on an oxygen mask. Think that should work just fine. So then we need the power to run this. Now, where are we going to get the power for that? Because we've already seriously... Actually, your current load is only 330. You can handle this. Do I want... No, actually, I see this as an opportunity to go ahead and start setting up another better power station over here. So, I'm marking all of the sand for deletion to remind me that it's all going to come collapsing down if they dig from below, which they're going to. So, we'll do, and from a heat standpoint, there's a little bit of cold area here, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm just going to go ahead and and mirror what we've done here. So we're going to put a coal generator here and here. We're going to run automation wire across like this. We're going to put a smart battery right here. We are going to power, for now, we're going to power all of this stuff from it. We're going to actually momentarily deconstruct that wire. Excuse me. Deconstruct that wire right there because I don't want... right now, I don't want this entire... Ooh. Okay, so... Actually, I want all of this. Yeah, I want this... I don't want this wire right here. Cancel this right here. And that right there. You guys are actually... Actually, no. Let's do this. Let's delete all that. And we're going to go ahead and build over to here. You're going to power everything over here on this side. And then that's going to allow us to use this down here for something else. Could be something water sieve related. This all started as a way for me to set up the water sieve. And you can see how quickly I get distracted doing other things. But this is good. This is gonna convert our entire base over to a new power plant system. Let's go ahead and be a little bit symmetrical with it, like so. For now, good enough for now. This right here, none of this has slime lung, so I'm actually I'm gonna dig up to here. I'm gonna dig all this out, like so. Okay, that's going to allow me to build the ceiling without having to build any ladders down in here. I think that ought to work just fine. Let's go ahead and watch it happen. I am a little bit sped up. I'm not going to go super fast motion, super fast speed, because I don't trust myself to keep everything functioning correctly and not miss important things if I'm going that fast. But for now, I think I can handle watching what's going on here. Meanwhile, our water temperature, 22 degrees, seems fairly stable. The water level is high enough that I don't have to turn this on just yet. Although actually, maybe I do. Let's turn it on. Enable building. While this is not running, maybe I can hurry up and get... How long before the next cycle? It's gonna kick in soon. Alright, and meanwhile then, let's go ahead and build some more Tim shift plates down here, because that worked out quite well. Ice is already selected. And we have plenty of ice in here. Okay, that's obviously all I better set to do right now because there's already borderline too much going on for them to actually accomplish any of it. This right here needs to get dug up. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Nobody got scalded. And we've built this so the water is no longer spilling out into this area here. We have this little bit of polluted oxygen over here that I'm not crazy about, but it's okay. Is there slime lung over here? Nope, there's not. That's good. We do have insufficient oxygen generation. How are we doing, meanwhile, for oxygen? That looks okay. That looks not great. We need a little bit more oxygen up here. Let's go ahead and make this our oxygen room with an oxygen diffuser right here as well. We can Go ahead and power that. Like so. This circuit then is going to all be... What are we looking at? Yeah, pretty high, but the 2 coal plants together can handle it. Oh, somebody fell asleep. Oh, is he Nicola the chef? He's the one who's got the narcoleptic naps. Okay, that's fine. Not too big of a deal. Where are you going, buddy? Probably picking up clay. Oh, you delivered sand. Okay. And you are filled with what? Natural gas. That'll be good for our kitchen whenever we get around to building our permanent kitchen. Our food situation is fine. I'm starting to be aware that we need to do something down here with our polluted water. It is filling up. This is not the world's biggest polluted water reservoir, that's for sure. We'll get our water sieve going before too much longer. We're down to 3 people on Slime Lung. I think we're doing okay. I think we are doing okay. We're still in a state of transition here, but I'm going to be happier with these power plants. I'm going to eliminate... I think I already can eliminate all of this, right? They're already all disconnected. So we can get rid of all that. Eventually, actually, before too much longer, we'll be able to get rid of this. Then we're going to start using this area over here for... well, we already know this is going to be our chlorine room, but for some of the other stuff that we're doing over here, we're going to get our... Is our Slickster still alive? He is still alive. Wow. Amazes me, actually. I've been neglecting him so much. We're going to get our Slickster down here where the volcano is going to keep the temperatures nice and hot for him. And there's going to be plenty of carbon dioxide down here. Okay. I think... I'm not going to wait for all this to all get built before... Oh, we do need to do this, though, don't we? I need to set this up. Is there slime anywhere in there? There is not. I could actually afford to get away with digging that out. Okay, so all of this we will finish at the beginning of the next episode. All this beginning of the next episode. We'll keep an eye on our water situation. Still, it's only above, a little bit above 30 degrees here. 32 degrees. That's very good. And that's going to be dropping down in here where it's not going to have that much of an impact. I think we're fine from a temperature standpoint right now. Eventually, this cold biome, I am aware it will start to heat up over time. I don't think it's imminently in any kind of danger. Not to mention we have another cold biome up here. We have another cold biome over here. So I think we're doing okay from a heat standpoint. It's probably not pretty to many of you. It's beautiful to me, but I'm maybe the only one. But anyway, for those of you who are watching and commenting, as always, I very much appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here and say thanks once more, and I will see you all in the next episode.